saying that everybody had a chance to introduce themselves. I didn't have a chance. Came with the great Merkava, with the great rabbi, so I obviously had a delay. Anyway, there's a story. There was this blind man. As you know, he was a good Jew. He went to shul. He built his way to shul. He did mitzvahs, whatever he could see. He obviously couldn't read from the Torah, but he got aliyahs and all kinds of other good stuff. And time went by, he grew up, and he got married. But it was just a regular old blind Jew with a wife, and, he had no money. And the other thing was that he also had no children. His wife was, unable to give him children. So anyway, so he continued, so he got a job eventually. He was a very hard worker. He did everything he had to do. And then one day this old man shows up to him. He says, "Hello there. I'm Eliyahu Hanavi." The guy goes, "Yeah, right, you're not Eliyahu Hanavi." He says, "No, really, I'm Eliyahu Hanavi." He says, "I give you one wish. And tomorrow by 12 o'clock in the afternoon, I give you only one wish, and I'll fulfill it." So the guy's thinking, this guy's crazy, some sugar off the street. Nah, he's not Eliyahu Hanavi, give me a break, that's nonsense. So anyways, he goes home, he says to his wife, they're eating dinner, talking about the farm, and suddenly comes she remembers that there's Meshuggah that came up to me. So somebody came up to me saying there's Eliyahu Hanavi today. So the guy said to his wife, "No, what did he say?" He says that gave me one chance to have one wish, and whatever it's going to be, it's going to become true. So he said, "Of course he's Eliyahu Hanavi, at least you can give it a try." So he had to go and find what kind of wish. So he had three things, he had three problems. He was blind, he had no children, and he had no money. So he goes around thinking all day. He says, maybe I should ask for sight. Once I should see everything, it'll be unbelievable relevance to me. It'll be something that I would absolutely enjoy. Then he goes on thinking, forget, I don't need to see. I need to be able to have money. Imagine what I could do with to have the money, with the power. What am I going to be able to do? He continues on, but then he says, but you know what the real truth is, the bottom line, what do I really need? I need to have children, because without children, my history is, it's gone. But he wasn't fully decided. So he went home, he was tossing and turning, and he couldn't decide, what is his wish going to be? Until finally the next morning he got the idea, aha, I know what my wish is going to be. So he goes to work thinking that this Meshuggah is probably not coming anyways, and lo and behold, he sees in the distance this guy with his cane. Well, a blind man can see through his other few senses that he has. So he senses that this man is slowly coming up, and the guy goes, "I'm Eliyahu Hanavi." So he goes, "Yeah, right. Oh, really? Do you have your wish? I'm the same guy from yesterday," being that he can't see, obviously, he didn't know exactly who it was. He says, "Yes, my wish is the following. I wish I would be able to see my child eating off a gold plate." That's what he could do. So what's the point of this story? If we would have Eliyahu Hanavi come up to our Shluchim and give us one bracha, his bracha should be that we should be able to see our fruits, our children, which we could see with our knowledge, which is like, we can compare it to the money, with the knowledge, with the know-how, and we should be able to see them be doing more mitzvahs and doing more Torah with that. But however, that should not be enough to satisfy us. We should really all want to get the ultimate bracha, the bracha of Mashiach.
Amen.
Before we conclude, I'd like to thank Mr. Menashe Harkham for allowing the Shluchim, on behalf of all the Shluchim, I'd like to thank everybody.